Hello, everybody. I am here today with Linda Herrick from Alternative Soulutions, where she helps you with your soul. And she can be found at lindaherrick.com. That's Linda, HERRICK.com. And Linda is here today. Our topic is hypnosis. Will I quack like a duck? Because so often that's what people wonder when you mention hypnosis. And welcome, Linda.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, we are excited to have you. And one of the reasons I had asked Linda to come on today and to be one of our experts on our expert calls is because I've realized personally, as well as with a lot of my clients, that so often blockages come up that stop us from bringing prosperity into our business. And so often we think, well, let me work harder. Let me just work harder and let me focus on this strategy or let me focus on this system. But if we can't get rid of these blockages in our minds, our business isn't going to shift. Myself personally, I was kind of having one of those issues, and I realized after doing some mindset work and working with some people that there was a core that I wasn't feeling like I deserved all of this greatness that was coming about in my business and in my life. And I knew that I had to work at feeling like I really deserved all this greatness before things were going to change in my business. And all the hard work that I could do wasn't going to change that until I really dealt with that deserving part. So that's something that I noticed comes up a lot. Go ahead.
Sorry, Michelle. That is so
no, go ahead.
There's so many people that, oh, look, I got that big check, or my taxes came back, or that client came through and I got a big check. Oh, look, my transmission went out. Or something will happen that money goes away because you only have the money that you deserve, that you feel that you deserve. And if you don't feel that you deserve that prosperity, you will find a way to make it leave you.
Yeah, and that's, I think for myself, it was so hard to learn for a while, and I noticed the same with a lot of my clients. And I know hypnosis is one of the many ways that we people can work on that. But for myself as well as others, it's like, oh, but what is this hypnosis thing? And like we said in the title, am I going to quack like a duck and all of that kind of thing? And so I wanted to bring on. I really respect you a lot, Linda. There's so many great things that you do for people, and wanted to give you a chance to kind of break a lot of myths for people and get people to kind of see this whole hypnosis thing in a different light.
Well, that's terrific. Thank you, Michelle. And again, a lot of times our subconscious mind is just like a sponge. It has no rational thought attached to it. That's our conscious mind's job. And so our subconscious mind just takes information in. Just takes it in and takes it in. And it starts to form our belief system. So as a child, if you were told something over and over again, you start to believe that about yourself, whether or not it's based in reality. And so often we're consciously working on one level, saying, oh, I really desire this, and I'm going to work hard, as you mentioned before, for this and that, and I just need to work so hard for it. And oftentimes, if that's really not aligned with your core beliefs and your subconscious beliefs, it's just not going to happen for you no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, I appreciate you explaining all that, and yeah, that is so true. And I know, as I've started kind of on this journey to work in that area and to try to stop let me work so hard and think things are going to change, and to realize I need to work on the mindset part of it. There's lots of things I've pulled in, like meditation and affirmations and some different books, podcasts, seminars, journaling. There's so many things out there. And the things that I know you can speak really well to is the hypnosis part and the Reiki part. And so what can you tell us about those? Like, what are they? Why do people use them? What are some of the misconceptions out there?
Awesome. I'll be happy to. Well, let's start with, let's talk a little bit about Reiki. Reiki, I'm a Reiki master teacher, and Reiki is just a matter of bringing balance to your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels of your body. And everything is energy. We're made up of energy. Everything is frequency and vibration. And we tend to resonate and bring into us and attract toward us things that we resonate with. And doing meditation, journaling, all those things you mentioned, affirmations, they're really great and assist us in raising our vibration. And as you raise your vibration and frequency, then you're going to attract things of that like frequency and vibration. Another thing that you can do first thing, and it's best if you do any of those things first thing in the morning, you can draw an angel card and or read something inspirational, perhaps something out of the Bible or one of your, business gurus or what have you, but read something inspirational. That helps bring your level up to that and will help you and assist you in attracting that likeness, that same type, something of that same vibration.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I know I've done that from time to time, and it really, I think about the times when I just get up and I'm going through the day. The kids have to get rushed off to school, or I got to get into that first client, and so I skip kind of that time for me in the morning. I love that recommendation of doing it first thing, because it really does end up helping you in refocusing your day and in reshifting your day. It looks like we've briefly lost Linda out of the call, and I'm sure she'll be calling right back in. And here she is. There we go. We briefly lost you, but no problem. No problem.
Technical glitch. So sorry.
Exactly. No problem. We're just going to roll with it. So I was just sharing that I love how when I do pull those cards in the morning, how it refocuses my day, and I try to remember that.
Now, where the hypnosis comes into this is that you can do affirmations between now and the cows come home, but if there's 50 things stacked in your subconscious mind that don't allow and don't align with what you're saying, it's not going to happen. It happens when everything's in alignment, and that way your subconscious mind will allow it to come in. And that's what we had mentioned before, such as, I don't think I deserve this money or the success, and something will happen and it goes away. So hypnosis is terrific for going into your subconscious mind and kind of shifting that stuff around. Let's talk a little bit about hypnosis, because a lot of people are going, I quack like a duck, which is the title of this. No, when you're in hypnosis is a totally natural state. We go in and out of hypnosis 15 to 30 times a day. I'm sure everyone who's listening to this has actually hypnotized small children. It starts out with once upon a time. We're actually bringing children into that theta state so they can go to sleep. So hypnosis, our mind works in story form and in pictures and stories and things like that. So oftentimes we hypnotize ourselves to, let's say, worry. We hypnotize ourselves if we want to eat healthy. Today I'm going to have a cookie or a Twinkie. We actually have to hypnotize ourselves to tell ourselves a story in order to make that happen. People who smoke cigarettes hypnotize themselves every time they light up. They know consciously it's not good for them, but that's not the basis that they're operating on. They're operating on a subconscious basis. So with hypnosis, it's you go in the same state as you do with meditation. It's just that the goals are opposite. In meditation, the goal is to empty your mind. In hypnosis, it is to shift your thinking and shift that any thoughts that are not serving you.
And so people often, I know, when they use hypnosis, maybe like to stop smoking, to take care of stress, to take care of blockages in their business, right?
Absolutely. And fears and phobias. It's great for fears and phobias.
Nice. Nice. Awesome, awesome. And I think you were going to teach us a little self-hypnosis today, correct?
Absolutely. And one of the things I want to make sure that I clear up too, a lot of people get nervous about hypnosis. Oh, I don't want to give over my mind to someone else or mind control or anything like that. In hypnosis, you are totally in control all the time. It is just like if you've ever gotten lost in a book or a movie or driven from point A to point B and you went, I don't remember the last 2 miles. You're actually in a hypnotic state. You're totally aware of everything going on around you. And it's just that you really aren't focusing on that. So hypnosis is really focused concentration. And when you're doing a hypnosis session, let's say, with someone, you hear every single word that they say. You're not unconscious. It's not like sodium pentothal. It's you hear everything they say and you remember everything that they say. So it's just a matter of getting into a different altered mindset, state of consciousness that allows you to shift things from thoughts and feelings that no longer serve you to those who may. So.
Wow, I love that clarification. Thank you so much, because I do know a lot of times people, they worry about that and they wonder about that, and it might stop them from moving forward in looking into hypnosis as a tool for them.
Absolutely. And I want to explain a little bit about stage hypnosis, too, because that's where, well, I quack like a duck. I like to tell people, yeah, if everything goes well. No, I don't do stage hypnosis, but how stage, if you've ever seen a live stage hypnosis show, have you, Michelle?
My son, actually, but not myself, no.
Okay. They're hysterical. They're great. One thing that I was thrilled with, my older son said that during the first weeks of college, first and second year, he was there. They had a stage hypnotist come, and he two different hypnotists, and he volunteered each time because he knew it would be fun, and he wasn't nervous about it. But basically how stage hypnosis works is, let me ask you a question, Michelle. Would you stand in front of people on a stage and flap your arms?
Yes.
Okay. You and I would be on stage together, and the people on this call that would go, I would never do that, would be in the audience laughing at us. So a stage hypnotist, what he does is he just sorts. It's just a sorting process. And he's just looking for the people that are more than happy. I don't care if I quack like a duck. It wouldn't bother me at all, where some people would be mortified by the idea. They would be in the audience laughing at you and I, acting funny and silly up on stage. And even then, people are not doing anything against their will, and it's just people that would do that kind of thing anyway. So, okay, just to clear that up. But I would love to chat with folks about and teach you some self-hypnosis, something that you can do for yourself. It's really this easy.
Awesome.
Excuse me, sip of coffee. First of all, this is the thing with hypnosis. Every time you are hypnotized, you can relax deeper and more quickly. Okay? I say this is very much akin to a roller coaster. Ever gone on a roller coaster and you're standing in line and you're all nervous, you get on the roller coaster, you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder what's going to happen, and you go up and down and around and everything else, and you're like, oh, and you get off the roller coaster and go, oh, I want to ride that again because the second time I want to have fun. So you're nervous as what's going to happen that first time, and so you really don't give yourself an opportunity to enjoy the experience. But once you have that first time under your belt, you're like, hey, that was kind of cool. I want to do that again. And you can relax down into it, be more in the moment, and enjoy that experience. Hypnosis is very much the same way. And I love to make things very simple. Simpler the better. And I'm going to teach you self-hypnosis, and all you have to do is remember 3 blues. Yep, the color blue 3 times. Okay? So are you ready?
Okay. We are ready.
All right. You might want to just sit up, sit back, close your eyes, relax, feel your feet on the floor, and just be here now. And say blue to yourself. Just say the color blue to yourself as your eyelids close. Think and imagine the word blue. See the word blue written out before you. Blue as the sky. Blue as a deep blue ocean. Blue as a warm baby's blanket. Relax your eyelids so well that even if you were to test them, they just don't want to open. Your eyebrows may lift, but your eyelids feel so heavy. Wait till you feel that you are so very, very relaxed that even if you were to try to open your eyelids, the more you try, they just don't open. Your eyebrows move, and that's it. And when you've done a good job playing this relaxation game with your eyelids, stop testing them and say your second blue. Just say blue a second time, and then give yourself a positive suggestion, such as, I feel wonderfully refreshed, or I feel calm, peaceful, easy. Everything is going my way. I am centered. I am here. I enjoy life. I'm calm, peaceful, and easy. That's right. That's good. And on your third blue, return to room awareness. Bring your awareness back into the room and back into your body, wide awake, eyes open, feeling terrific. You did a great job. How do you feel?
I feel very good. How about everybody else out there?
And so if you just do those 3 blues, that's a very easy self-hypnosis, 3 blues. And if you are doing this at night to fall asleep, do 2 blues. Another thing people worry, oh, will I get stuck in hypnosis? No. Just like, will you ever get stuck in daydreaming? No. You'll wake up. You'll bring your awareness back to room awareness. You'll be fine. Okay? So that's a wonderful thing to do. Those 3 blues, the more you practice that, the more deep you will go, the easier you will go down, and you'll just feel wonderful. It's a great way to feel wonderful and refreshed. Yeah.
And so, Linda, that was a great tool that everyone's walking away with. Can you give us some concrete ideas of when we would use that? Like, we're going through our day or going through our week. Like, where would we put that tool into place?
I would suggest that you put it into place first thing in the morning, right after you did your inspiration, drawing that oracle card or doing that, reading a passage, your favorite inspiring type of book. anything like that, just after you listen to a podcast or you journal or what have you, do this first thing in the morning. Because, again, you're going to do your affirmations, whatever affirmation that you're working on that day, or week or month, and it helps reinforce that. And another time to do this is when, let's say you're going to be on a call, an important call, business call, or you're walking in to meet a client or whatever that is, just take a moment and do this. Do this in your car before you walk into your meeting, before you walk into a networking event. You can do this so that you're calm and centered and refreshed and balanced, and it will actually change your energy. You'll be brighter and lighter. People will be more attracted to you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
Sure. Don't do this while driving. But other than that, you can do it before you get into a car or before you do anything that's going to make you just a little nervous or anxious, or any time you want to be nice and calm. It's a wonderful time to do this before you're going to have a chat, let's say, with your children who did something that you're less than pleased with. Come at them from this state as opposed to reactionary.
Great suggestion. That never happens for anyone listening to this call, I'm sure. That's a great suggestion of what to do in that situation, because, that happens often for so many of us that have kids and running businesses, just have kids, period. And when would this is a great tool to be managing in our day, but I'm sure there's a point where it becomes more effective to have somebody that you're coming to for the hypnosis. So when would we know that is a good thing to do and to add to our repertoire?
As far as getting one-on-one assistance? If there's a habit that isn't serving you, then that's a great time, because you may need, this is wonderful, the self-hypnosis is really great for relaxing you and keeping you centered and balanced and helping you focus on whatever you want to. However, if your focus is, I want to have a $10,000 month, and you just can't get there because of other blockages, that's a great time to come for a one-on-one session so we can just clear those blockages. So next time you're saying, I'd like to have a 10,000 plus month, it'll flow more freely to you. Anytime you have fears and phobias or things that you just, any self-sabotage you do, it's a great time for some one-on-one type work. Mm-hmm.
In that one-on-one type work, is that kind of, I'm sure it's different for each person, but is that kind of a one and done, or is that something that usually takes multiple sessions to work through?
It all depends on what the situation is. A lot of fears and phobias, it's one and done. If it's, let's say, weight management, it's not like you can say, that food stuff, stop eating it. Okay. You can't be done with food. And there's so many different anchors and so many things that happen throughout our lives. No matter how long you've been smoking, you've been eating longer. And let's use food to celebrate. Oh, you're sad. You're 3 years old and you're sad. Have a cookie. We do things. You're lonely. You're happy. You're sad. You're hungry or not. Especially for emotional eaters, there's a lot of things that go around with that. So that is a little bit more intense. But for most things, it's just a session or two, and it's just a matter of shifting them out of that energy pattern or out of that thought pattern.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I know that you have lots of opportunities for people to be helped and served in this area. Can you take a minute to tell us about that for anybody who may have gone through the call and I may want to do a little bit of this?
Sure. You can contact me for a one-on-one session. I also do meditations once a month at Tranquility Massage, and that's always the final Friday of each month. The last Friday of the month is we do a final group meditation, and it's 7 o'clock. We also have, at Tranquility Massage, I also do a First Friday drumming circle, and drumming actually puts you into theta as well. It's just a louder meditation. I offer a Reiki share once a month at Murphy Chiropractic Center. I've been doing Reiki shares in Plainfield for the last 18 years. They're always the third Wednesday of every month. And I have a free information thing coming up actually Tuesday at Tranquility Massage, Tuesday, August 8th. And that's an introduction to hypnosis and can I be hypnotized and experience that for yourself. We'll have another one of those coming up as well, and along with a hypnosis training that I have coming up for people who want to become certified hypnotists. The folks who may be interested in that would be coaches, salespeople, and every business owner is a salesperson. You can use this for yourself or actually as an additional stream of income. Any energy workers, any change makers, really, anyone who works with people and likes to see them go from point A to point G or H. And that is coming up the weekend after Labor Day. And in 6 weeks, you can become a certified hypnotist, a working certified hypnotist. And for information on that, you can go to lindaherrick.com/ASA as in Alternative Soulutions Academy. So it's lindaherrick.com/ASA. On my website, you can find a number, just give me a call, and I'll be happy to chat with you and answer any questions as well. And
awesome.
I think that's
and
it.
I love
There's
that
also some
you
Reiki
do
classes coming up too.
Wonderful. No. Reiki classes, Reiki trainers, people becoming, yes. That's wonderful. I was going to say, I know that these are the sorts of things that you offer year-round. So for people who are listening to this, later on after the initial recording, definitely check out lindaherrick.com for the dates and things that are closest to the time you're listening to our call.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Michelle. That's wonderful. Yeah. I do these year-round. I also teach at Joliet Junior College, and this year Governor State University during the adult lifelong learning courses, and those will be listed on the website as well.
Very good, very good. Well, thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you being with us today and sharing all your knowledge and breaking that misconception about hypnosis and getting people to see that, no, you're not going to quack like a duck, but instead going to find some calm and, work on that subconscious a little bit. So that could be holding you back.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michelle, for having me. It was certainly a treat.
You're quite welcome, quite welcome. All right. Well, until next time, thank you, everybody, and be strategic and be intentional so you can be successful. Bye-bye now.